Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the savannah for a story you've never heard before. We all know the epic tale of Simba's return to Pride Rock and his climactic battle with Scar. But what if things had gone ... differently? What if another, far more dangerous force had been lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike? Let us imagine a scenario where the final confrontation between nephew and uncle is interrupted by a truly unexpected arrival, the notorious hyena gang led by the one and only Lagerbukoo. Picture this. Pride Rock is shrouded in smoke and flames. The epic battle is raging. Simba, fueled by righteousness and the memory of his father, has just cornered a weakened, desperate Scar at the edge of the cliff. The lionesses have fought bravely, but the sheer number of hyenas has taken its toll. Just as Simba is about to deliver the final, decisive blow, a new sound cuts through the chaos. It's not the cackle of Shinzi Bonzi or Ed. It's a deeper, more menacing laughter, echoing from the gorge below. Simba and Scar both freeze, their personal vendetta momentarily forgotten. Below them, a massive wave of hyenas is ascending the rock face. They move with a discipline and coordination that Scar's bumbling army could only dream of. At their head is a hyena, larger than any Simba has ever seen, with a jet-black mane and scars that tell stories of countless battles. This is Lagerbukoo, a name whispered in fear across the distant Badlands. And with him are his top lieutenants, the cunning strategist Fura and the hulking brute Bonsai the Elder, no relation to Scar's lackey, but 100 times more fearsome. Lagerbukoo's gang isn't here to pick sides. They see a kingdom in turmoil, a fractured royal family, and a land ripe for the taking. Lagerbukoo's voice, a low gravelly rumble, silences the battlefield. Well, he sneers, his eyes glinting with ambition. Look what we have here. 2 lions fighting over a pile of rock, while the real power prepares to take its rightful place. Shenzi and her clan, seeing this overwhelming new force, immediately back away. Their loyalty to Scar was always conditional, and they know they're outmatched. They didn't sign up for this. Suddenly, Simba and Scar are no longer just nephew and uncle. They are the last 2 lions standing between their home and a complete takeover by a ruthless tyrant. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as the saying goes. Scar, ever the opportunist, is the first to speak, a sly grin playing on his lips. Despite the dire situation, "Nephew," he says, his voice dripping with faux concern, "it seems we have a mutual problem. This kingdom, as broken as it is still a lion's kingdom. Are you going to let these mangy scavengers take it?" Simba, he's torn. The hatred for his uncle burns brightly, but the immediate threat to everyone ala his mother. The entire pride is undeniable. He looks at Lagerbukoo, then back at Scar. He knows trusting Scar is like trusting a snake, but what choice does he have? For the first time in years, the 2 lions find themselves on the same side, a fragile, unspoken truce forming between them. The battle for Pride Rock is far from over. It has just entered a terrifying new phase. The fight that ensues is unlike anything the Pride Lands have ever witnessed. It's no longer lion versus hyena, but a desperate alliance against a common, superior foe. Simba, with his youthful strength and righteous fury, leads the charge. Rallying the weary he fights with the heart of a king, protecting his pride with every ounce of his being. And surprisingly, Scar fights with a cunning ferocity that Simba has never seen. He's not fighting for justice or honor. He's fighting for his own skin and the last vestiges of his power. He uses the terrain to his advantage, setting traps and using trickery to thin the ranks of Lagerbukoo's army. Nala, Zazu, and Divan, Timon, and Pumbaa join the fray in their own ways. Zazu becomes an eye in the sky, calling out Lagerbukoo's troop movements. Timon and Pumbaa, using their bowling for buzzards tactics, create chaos and diversions, buying the lions precious time. We see incredible, almost unbelievable moments of teamwork. Simba saves Scar from a flanking attack, by Bonza the Elder, and in return Scar directs Simba to a weak point in the hyena's formation. A move that only his tactical mind could spot, but Lagerbukoo's forces are relentless. For every hyena that falls, 2 more seem to take its place. The fight pushes our heroes to their absolute limit. Sarabi, the Queen Mother, defends the den where the cubs are hidden, a stoic and unbreachable wall of maternal fury. Nala fights side by side with Simba. Their movements are perfect, synchronized dance of combat. It's a chaotic, brutal symphony of survival. In the heart of the storm, Lagerbukoo himself finally confronts Simba. The young king is exhausted, but he stands his ground. Their duel is legendary. It's brute strength versus agility, raw power versus calculated defense. Meanwhile, Scar finds himself locked in a battle of wits and blades with Fura, the strategist. It's a chess match of attacks and parries, each trying to outsmart the other. The fate of the kingdom hangs on these 2 simultaneous duels. As the sun begins to rise, casting a blood-red glow over the savannah, a turning point is reached. Simba, remembering his father's words to look inside himself, finds a new reserve of strength. He uses his environment, his knowledge of Pride Rock, to gain the upper hand on Lagerbukoo. At the same time, Scar, using a desperate, underhanded trick, manages to trap Fura, neutralizing Lagerbukoo's right hand, seeing his top lieutenants fall and his army faltering. Lagerbukoo lets out a roar of frustration. He knows he has underestimated the resolve of the lions. With a final, hate-filled glare at Simba, he calls the retreat. His army, disciplined even in defeat, melts back into the shadows of the gorge, vowing to return. The immediate threat is gone. Silence falls over Pride Rock, broken only by the panting of the exhausted fighters. The ground is littered with the casualties of the great battle. Simba stands tall, the undisputed victor and savior of his home, and then he turns to face Scar. The truce is over. The original conflict is back, hanging heavy in the air. Scar, weakened and cornered once more, knows his time is up. He looks at Simba, at the lionesses, who now look to their true king, and he sees no way out. But something has shifted in Simba. He has seen what they can accomplish when united. However briefly, he has seen Scar fight not as a tyrant, but as a defender of their home. Killing him now, after they fought side by side, feels different. It feels less like justice and more like an execution. "Leave, Scar," Simba says, his voice low and steady. "Leave the Pride Lands and never return. That is your only chance." Scar, for the first time, looks genuinely surprised. He gives a curt, almost imperceptible nod, and with one last look at the kingdom he lost, he turns and vanishes into the wasteland. The reign of Scar is over, not with a fatal fall, but with a quiet exile. The Pride Lands can finally begin to heal under King Simba. This alternate ending raises so many questions. What happens to Scar in exile? Does the threat of Lagerbukoo's return keep the Pride Lands on constant alert? This enemy of my enemy scenario adds a layer of complexity and moral ambiguity to the story we thought we knew. It shows that even the greatest villains and heroes can be forced to align against a greater evil. What do you guys think of this version of events? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite stories. See you next time.